Hi, I'm Matt, and welcome to Less Dependent Wisconsin. Fall is definitely upon us here in north central Wisconsin. Just had a thunderstorm roll through. It's about 63 degrees. We got some freezing temperatures coming up this week. But tonight we're going to do a cooking video. I'm going to teach you how to make candied jalapenos, also known as Cowboy Candy. So it's a pretty simple recipe, not very many ingredients. So let's go inside and get started. Okay, here's everything we're going to need to make this. I've got just over 1.5 pounds of fresh jalapenos. Got some pint jars, one for the stems, one for the jalapenos, and then we're going to use sugar, garlic powder, paprika, a little ginger, and apple cider vinegar. So to prep a jalapeno pepper, the first thing we want to do is get a glove. Okay, the heat from the jalapeno can counteract with your skin, and it's a pretty painful process. Okay, but otherwise you just slice off the top of the jalapeno. Now I'm not going to throw these in the compost bin, because if there's any seeds or anything like that in there, and my dog, who happens to like digging through the compost bin, gets a hold of it, it's probably not going to be a very good day. But we're just going to start slicing these, seeds and all, about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch thick. If you have some kind of slicer, you can do that too, but I personally enjoy chopping everything by hand. Okay. Okay, so I've got 1.5 pounds of these to do. I'm not going to bore you with them. So once I get done, we'll come back and start making the sauce and assembling the final product. So we finished cutting the jalapenos. At this point, I'll tell you all the proportions of the recipe. So we started out with 1.5 pounds of jalapenos. The basic recipe calls for every 1/2 pound of jalapenos, you're going to do 1 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. Okay, so in our case, we're going to use 1.5 cups of apple cider vinegar. I just turned on the stove to a low heat, so I get this all mixed up. We got 3 cups of sugar. We've got 1.5 teaspoons of paprika and 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. And then the last step is 1.5 teaspoons of ground ginger. Okay, so we're going to bring this up to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer, and I'll come back to you when we're at that point, let you know how long this part took. So it took about 10 minutes. I did increase the heat a little bit, but we got it up to a rolling boil. Alright, now we're just going to back off the heat a little bit. And there we go, a nice simmer. Now we're going to add our jalapenos and let them cook for about 4 minutes. Alright, I'll be back in 4 minutes to show you what's going on. So 4 minutes has gone by. We've cooked down the jalapenos. Now we're going to transfer the jalapenos into the preheated sterilized jars. Looks like we got about 2 pints. We'll add our liquid. Okay, the leftover I'm going to transfer into this other jar so I can try it later. But these are ready to be sealed. Just going to wipe off the top edge. Lids on. You only want to tighten these bands about finger tight. And these are ready for the water bath. We're going to let these boil for 15 minutes and we'll come pull them out. And we are done. Okay, so the water bathing was successful. That's what the final product looks like. Now what can you use this for? Basically anything you're looking for a little sweet and a little heat. You can put it on burgers, tacos, sandwiches. But what I'm going to do for you right now is show you a little bit that I cooled down. So you can see what it looks like. We're going to put this on a little cream cheese and Ritz cracker. Give one of these a try. Oh, that was tasty. Didn't want to talk with my mouth full. And it's a little spicy. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Focus on being less dependent. We'll see you soon. Have a great day.